is, it's useful the more data and the more sort of ways of combining that data you have can be useful in planning, but I don't think they're necessarily sort of they have to be completely sequential. I don't know, I'd be curious to hear what you've seen with your clients as well, Dave.
Yeah, and analytics, I mean, there's a whole class or whole different sets of capabilities. Is it standardized reports being delivered to the business? Do you need that to do planning? No.
Right.
But do you need the core data? So do you have to get past that first hurdle that you've got good information? It'll never be perfect, so good enough that you understand, the present and the past, so that you can then project that data forward as you start to think about your plan. Because the danger is that if you plan on really bad data, you aren't going to, carry forward the bad data into the future. You're likely to end up with bad plans. Plus, ultimately, the plan itself should be analyzed. In particular, we would say, monitor it. So are we on plan? Are we on target? What is the goals that we've set for ourselves for our plan? And how do we know if we're actually being successful if we don't measure it? And so I do think you need some core capabilities, but it doesn't have to be you've completely solved the analytics world before you start to look into the planning world, but you need enough. And if I had another hour, I could talk about exactly what enough means. Another question then here that's coming, actually I see two on this one actually, so I'll kind of join them together, paraphrase a little bit, but it's, as you think about getting started in the stakeholders, or who should be included in the initial conversations to start talking about planning analytics. So thinking out, who do you have to get buy-in for, is I think that's part of the question.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to start with the business, because obviously if you, hand over a talent plan that the business leader hasn't been a part of, that's not usually going to go over super well. So certainly, making sure that the business is a part of the conversation. And I really